dropping next month.
Okay. Free download or?
Free download. I've always given the people free music.
Word. Now, can we touch on that real quick before we get into, the projects? Like, why is that necessary for somebody at your level? I mean, signed artists, yet you still give the fans, music for free.
Because without the fans, I would not be where I am today, man. Like, I can't disregard what the fans did for me, man. Like, I would not be here if it wasn't for the fans. I feel like a lot of artists just really don't interact more with the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, 740 Park Avenue, I did it because, like, I retired last year, you know what I'm saying, like in December. After I got off a 45 city tour with Lupe, I was retired. I was like, I don't want to do this shit no more. This shit is kind of weak. And then realizing that this is all I know, like, I got to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, the fans are who support me and pay my bills, so I got to give the fans what they want and what they need. You know what I'm saying? They need this hip-hop to kind of inspire them to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And Detroit Red, even though it's like a record about a young Malcolm X, it's pretty much a lot of people's lives that they live. You know what I'm saying? And they need that kind of inspiration. This last record that I played, which is, called, My Birthday to My Birth Date, at the end of the day, like, this can reflect anybody's life. You know what I'm saying? My closet got raided. My YouTube views got elevated. New school dudes saying they hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's things like that. Like, people can relate to stuff like this. Like, the last picture on Instagram got mad likes. Like, one of my mans recently passed away. And out of all his pictures, you know what I'm saying, the last picture that his family posted got the most likes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's stuff like that it's actually relatable to people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not against, the snap music and the dance music and the trap music, but at the end of the day, you don't trap every day. You don't dance every day. You need impactful music to kind of get you through everything in life, dog. You know what I'm saying? Word. And I feel like I need to be one of those guys that continuously gives people that feeling.
Word. Real quick too, the 740 Park Ave.
Yeah.
Can you explain that? I mean, I think I have an idea about what it is, but can you, explain what that means?
Well, 740 Park Avenue is the most prominent luxury building that people reside in America, period. Wow. There's the most billionaires that live there ever. There's a billionaire in there that has 17 rooms, you know what I'm saying? And he pays about $5-6 million, a year just to live there, you know what I'm saying? And that's real money, you know what I'm saying? For me, I wanted to create 740 Park Avenue with the mindset of a doorman that's living there, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I got the idea from watching, on Netflix, me and my lady, we was watching on Netflix a show about Park Avenue. And when we sat down, we watched it, I was watching it, I was like, yo, this is dope, yo, like how rich people live in this building on Park Avenue. Meanwhile, Park Avenue going all the way up to the Bronx is really messed up. So I wanted to give it from the perspective of a doorman who interacted with the people that lived there. And when they were when I'm giving away a little bit of the project, but because I fuck with y'all, I'm gonna let it go. True. When they interviewed the doorman, they interviewed him and they shifted his voice. So his voice was more like not more so a chopped and screw voice, but it was like like a Darth Vader kind of thing. And those are going to be the interludes on the project. And I want to be able to, every track is going to kind of be like an interlude to what this person went through at the job. When you hear Detroit Red, it's like before Detroit Red comes on, you're going to hear an interlude about the doorman per se talking about what the people that lived in this building thought about Malcolm X before he turned into Malcolm X. What the track I just played, which is My Death Date, how the doorman would think people in the building would receive this person. You know what I'm saying? And this is real life shit because we, like, I haven't worked in 7 years. But there are people that they go to work every single day. You know what I'm saying? And, like, think about it. Like, if you were to die tomorrow, how would your job react to that? You know what I'm saying? Would the job collapse? Would they keep going with their lives? Would they go to the funeral? Like, these are things that you need to really think about. Like, what are you doing to impact your life with the people that you interact with. And I feel like, this is why I do the projects that I do, because I want to really try to impact people's spirits, people's souls, their inspirations, their achievements, to understand what people go through. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, everybody's not gonna have a chain. Everybody's not gonna have a Maybach. It's not even a Maybach. It's a Maybach. You're not gonna have a Maybach. You're not gonna have, $1 million in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to really talk to the everyday person, because there's more everyday people than there's trappers. There's always, rappers always say that they were the boss and they weren't the worker. But come on, B, come on. There's not that many bosses in Atlanta for everybody to be a motherfucking boss, bro.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Now the whole concept. You know what I mean? I noticed you do a lot of concept records. You do a lot. Now this whole album's a concept. The Mickey Mouse shit was kind of like a concept.
Yes.
Is that something that you try to come with every project, or?
Yes,
okay.
I do. It's funny.
You're a visionary.
I try to be a visionary, and it's funny because like, I did my last 2 mixtapes were just random, and they didn't get the same appeal that Mickey Mouse got. I did Why and Why Not. Why was all lyrics, all freestyles. You know what I'm saying? And it got downloaded a lot, but and people liked it, but it wasn't better than Mickey Mouse. And Why Not was just random songs that I had for the past 2 years that I just put together, for the people. But, I feel like my fan base, they just like what I do conceptually. And that's why I'm trying to give them an album and 3 mixtapes this year. The first one is 740 Park Avenue. The second one is Love, Lust, Lost 2, which is a relationship mixtape. And the third one, is Mickey Mouse Part 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the relationship, is that more like love songs, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to
cater to the ladies.
Yeah, I want to cater to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? It's I forgot who. I was reading an interview recently. I forgot who it was, but they were like, "Man, I hate going." Oh, Noriega. I was watching Noriega on the
Breakfast Club.
On the Breakfast Club. And towards the end, I watched the whole thing. He's a great interview.
I love Nori.
And towards the end of the interview, he was like, "Yo, man, like I'm happy that I did that Dominicana, Colombiana record, because he was tired of people getting in fights at his shows. He wanted more women at his shows. He did that record, and it was a huge record for him, and he had women at his shows. You know what I'm saying? As of late, I've had more guys come to my shows. But in my earlier, from 2008 to 2010, it was nothing but women at my shows. It was packed. If you wanted to get a woman and get in a relationship and get a hot woman, come to Mickey Factz show. Word. Because he brought the women out, and they were hot. And I'm trying to get back to that, because at the end of the day, like, they're the ones who spend the money on the music, and they're the ones who show the most support.
Word. Real quick too, your family. How much have you given up for them? Relationship wise, for this music shit. Can we get into that? I mean,
of course.
Like tour life and just, like, how much have you given up?
If I'm in the city, first of all, I see my family the most when I'm at church. I go to church. If I'm in the city, I'm in church on Saturdays and Friday nights. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very religious person. You know what I'm saying? And I try to make sure, I'm there when I'm in the city. You know what I mean? And that's when I see my family. When I'm on tour, when I was on the Lupe tour, I didn't get a chance to see my family a lot. But, they know what I'm trying to do, and they appreciate it. A lot of my friends from back in the days and people I met over the years, they don't get to see me a lot either. And they take more offense than my family does. It's weird. Like, it's a kind of reversal thing. My family understands more than my friends do. And I think because of church. It's like an obligation for me to be in church. You know what I'm saying? And I make sure I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But that's really how I manage to kind of maintain my sanity per se. You know what I'm saying? Is I'm able to have a kind of a religious kind of lifestyle.
Word. Any music influences from your religious side? I mean,
Junky Key. Period. He is, I don't know if there's anybody who knows who he is, but he is he's like number 2 on my list of musicians, period. It's like Michael Jackson, then John P. Key. Like, I love him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the chance to meet him because we were label mates. And, you know, I listen to his music probably more than any other artist, you know what I'm saying, that I have on my iPhone aside from myself. You know what
I'm saying? Can you, now, one other question. The change in friends and stuff, you know, labels, you know, some people might think, yo, he signed, you know. Have you witnessed that? I mean, changing friends and, you know, them handouts and.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like winning the lottery, bro. If you won the lottery today, everybody would come and be your friend. Everybody would text you and say, hey, yo, man, let's hang out. Let's just do something regular. And then later on, hit you up like, yo, what's up? I got this idea. You know, it's one of those situations. You know, people gravitate towards people in the spotlight. People gravitate towards people who have revenue streams. And for me, you know, I already knew that because at one point, you know what I'm saying, coming up from 2007 to 2008, I was homeless. I didn't have a place to live. Like, I was living on couches. Yo, you got a bathroom? Let me use your bathroom. I would go in the bathroom, act like I'm, quote, unquote, taking a shit, and then I would wash up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I survived, and I was able to get on the XXL cover.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So these things, you know what I'm saying, are reflective of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to go back to 740 Park Avenue, but on 740 Park Avenue, I have a song called 414, which is what my bank account was earlier this year. Like, I had $4.14 in my bank account earlier this year after going on Tolupe. You know what I'm saying? It was like I spent close to 90 grand, you know what I'm saying, just to sustain myself, you know, from the time when me doing my commercial and everything, and I wasted it all, you know, just so I could survive, you know what I'm saying, and give people what they wanted, you know what I'm saying. And these are the things that people don't really understand, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you got to do what you got to do for your fans and for your people, you know what I'm saying, because everybody can't be an artist that inspires. Everybody can't do things that I do, and I have to realize that, you know, this might be my calling, you know what I'm saying.
Word. Now, I know we didn't get into so many accomplishments, you know, career-wise that you've done.
It's tons.
What is your biggest, you know, accomplishment for you, you know, that you've done?
Oh, man. It's a tie between doing a Honda commercial and getting a SAG card, you know, while doing the Honda commercial and being on TV and being on a XXL cover. You know,
this was when it meant something.
When I was on that cover, bro.
You know, Elliott Wilson days. You know what I mean?
So actually, it was my boy from Vibe magazine. He was the one. Elliott had left, and then Daytwan Thomas was at that time. But when I got on that cover, bro, like, man,
groupie game went up.
Yeah, you know.
Nah, but that's when it meant something, though.
It meant something, bro. Like,
no disrespect to nowadays. I don't even go pick out the magazine no more. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't bought a XXL magazine in so long. But, you know, it goes back to, you know, your upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I can tell just by the three of us being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we appreciate real hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? And we know what real hip-hop is about. When I was buying this magazine, my mom would say to me, like, literally she said to me to my face, why are you buying these magazines? They're not doing anything for you. They're not beneficial. This is just a waste of time. And then I got on the cover of that magazine, bro. Like, that
meant something.
It meant a whole lot. And, of course, you know, you guys can go check me out on YouTube, buying the cover of the magazine and me on it and seeing my reaction. It was one of the greatest days of my life, man. Seriously.
Word. That's what's up. Real quick, I'm gonna play your Detroit record real quick, and actually let's do back to back. You got some bars? I'm gonna spit a couple freestyle joints.
Come on.
I'm just saying, you know. Yo, these motherfucking rappers, they be Hollywood. I gotta ask.
Let me say this right now. Yeah. You don't ask me if I got bars. You ask the programmer if he got beats.
Yo,
that's what you ask.
You fucking rappers out there need to be scared.
That's what you ask.
Know that.
Don't ask me if I got bars. Ask him if he got beats.
You got beats?
You got enough beats up until 10 o'clock.
No whack shit, though.
You know what I'm saying?
You got that banger for me?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's get into that Detroit Red record, and then we'll come back, man, a little freestyling
Detroit
shit.
Red, produced by Alim Bilal.
team